Hey guys, when you learn history in school, it might seem very boring. But in this video, we are gonna look at the interesting side of history. Here are some interesting history facts they don't teach you in school. All information in this video is collected from Parade.com. So, let's start. Number 1. During World War II, a Great Dane named Juliana was awarded the Blue Cross Medal. She extinguished an incendiary bomb by peeing on it. Number 2. Alexander the Great was accidentally buried alive. Scientists believe Alexander suffered from a neurological disorder called Guillain-Barré syndrome. They believe that when he died, he was actually just paralyzed and mentally aware. Number 3. There were female gladiators in ancient Rome. A female gladiator was called a gladiatrix, plural gladiatresses. They were extremely rare, unlike their male counterparts. Number 4. The world's most successful pirate in history was a lady named Qing Shi. She was a prostitute in China until the commander of the Red Flag Fleet bought and married her. But her husband considered her his equal, and she became an active pirate commander in the fleet. This fact was also on my video about pirates. Number 5. The Avengers was also a group of Jewish assassins who hunted Nazi war criminals after World War II. They poisoned 2,283 German prisoners of war. Sounds nothing like the Avengers we know. Number 6. From 1912 to 1948, the Olympic Games held competitions in the fine arts. Medals were given for literature, architecture, sculpture, painting, and music. Obviously, the art created was required to be Olympic-themed. Number 7. Famous conqueror Napoleon Bonaparte was once attacked by a horde of bunnies. He had requested that a rabbit hunt be arranged for himself and his men. When the rabbits were released from their cages, the bunnies charged toward Bonaparte and his men in an unstoppable onslaught. It's hilarious to imagine such a powerful man getting attacked by some bunnies. Number 8. Cleopatra wasn't actually Egyptian. As far as historians can tell, Egypt's famous femme fatale was actually Greek. She was a descendant of Alexander the Great's Macedonian general Ptolemy. Number 9. Ketchup was sold in the 1830s as medicine. In 1834, it was sold as a cure for an upset stomach by an Ohio physician named John Cook. It wasn't popularized as a condiment until the late 19th century. Number 10. George Washington opened a whiskey distillery after his presidency. By 1799, Washington's distillery was the largest in the country, producing 11,000 gallons of unaged whiskey. Number 11. During the Salem witch trials, the accused witches weren't actually burned at the stake. The majority were jailed, and some were hanged. But none of the 2,000 people accused ever got burned alive. Number 12. President Zachary Taylor died from a cherry overdose. Zachary Taylor passed away after eating way too many cherries and drinking milk at a 4th of July party in 1850. He died on July 9 from gastroenteritis. The acid in cherries, along with the milk, is believed to have caused this. Number 13. Andrew Jackson had a pet parrot. And he taught his parrot, Polly, to curse like a sailor. There is even one legend that the parrot had to be taken out of Jackson's funeral for its proclivity for profanity. Number 14. The Bloody Mary wasn't always called Bloody Mary. First, the popular brunch drink was actually called a bucket of blood. After bucket of blood, it transitioned to red snapper and, finally, settled on Bloody Mary. Number 15. In the ancient Olympics, athletes performed naked. This was to achieve closeness to the gods and also help detox their skin through sweating. In fact, the word gymnastics comes from the ancient Greek words gymnasia, which means athletic training, and gymnos, which means naked. Number 16. In 1386, a pig was executed in France. In the Middle Ages, the pig attacked a child who went to die later from their wounds. The pig was arrested, kept in prison, and then sent to court where it stood trial for murder, was found guilty, and then executed by hanging. Did they eat the pig later? Number 17. During the Great Depression, people made clothes out of food sacks. People used flour bags, potato sacks, and anything made out of burlap. Because of this trend, food distributors started to make their sacks more colorful to help people remain a little bit fashionable. Number 18. During the Victorian period, it was normal to photograph loved ones after they died. People would dress their newly deceased relatives in their best clothing and then put them in lifelike poses and photograph them. They did this to preserve one last image of their dead loved one. Number 19. The shortest war in history lasted 38 minutes. It was between Britain and Zanzibar and is known as the Anglo-Zanzibar War. This war occurred on August 27, 1896. It was over the ascension of the next sultan in Zanzibar and resulted in a British victory. Number 20. Tug of war used to be an Olympic sport. It was part of the Olympic schedule between 1900 and 1920 and occurred at 5 different Summer Olympic Games. The nation to win the most medals in this was Britain with 5 medals, then the USA with 3. Number 21. The University of Oxford is older than the Aztec Empire. The University of Oxford first opened its doors to students all the way back in 1096. By comparison, the Aztec Empire is said to have originated with the founding of the city of Tenochtitlan at Lake Texcoco by the Mexica, which occurred in the year 1325. Number 22. The most famous female serial killer was a Hungarian countess, Elizabeth Báthory de Ext. She was accused of torturing and killing over 650 young women. Most of them were between the ages of 10 and 14. Number 23. The first official medals of honor were awarded during the American Civil War. They were awarded to Union soldiers who participated in the Great Locomotive Chase of 1862. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe my channel. Also press the notification bell to never miss a new video. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.